Well, good morning. Okay, all right, let's just, we'll break the silence a little better here. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Well, I tell you what, greetings from Indiana. I'm a Hoosier, right in the South Bend area from District 2, Indiana's congressional seat there. And just want to say thank you, first of all, for opening up your time and your efforts to us and allowing us to be here. You know, as you come to a state like this, you don't know what you're going to face. But I tell you what we're facing in Indiana right now. We're facing lost jobs. We're facing a time in our district when we're seeing our economy in District 2 slow down, and the very #1 cause, and I believe it's not only in District 2, but we're seeing it across the nation, are gas prices. Foremost, gas prices. So as you come on a trip like this, I entered it saying, okay, what are we going to face? What are we going to find? And this is what I have found predominantly that hit me right between the eyes. We are not facing an oil crisis. We're facing a leadership crisis. And that leadership crisis starts in Washington, D.C., where we have a broken system, a bureaucratic system, that impedes the efforts to allow us to begin in a place like ANWR. We sat with industry officials, we sat with experts, scientists in this field, and one of the things that hit me harder than anything was this. You hear in our media that it takes almost 10 years to get anything out of the ground. Well, we've been saying that now for almost 30 years, so we could have oil out of ANWR already. But let's debunk that myth right now, folks. You'll have to understand the fact. The fact is, 5 of those 10 years is because we have a broken bureaucratic system in Washington, D.C. Right now, we can, with the technology that we have today in an environmentally friendly way, we understand, and with the technology that we have 95% understanding that there are 16 billion barrels of oil that we know of waiting in ANWR for us to extract. Now hear me out. With a broken system in Washington, if we cut that down to 5 years, all of a sudden we are going to have a chance to begin the process to bring the price of gas down. That's what we need to do. We can show the leadership in this area. You know, in 1960, if a man named John F. Kennedy could stand in front of a nation and it could announce to the world that we need to have a man on the moon by the end of the decade, and if a man by the name of Ronald Reagan could stand in front of a wall and announce to Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, neither man knew how it was going to happen. Neither man knew. John F. Kennedy, when he stood in front of those cameras, did not have the technology to have the man on the moon in less than a decade. Ronald Reagan didn't know how that wall was going to come down. 2 men, 2 different visions, but we saw it take place with leadership. And right now, we have a leader with Governor Palin here sitting next to me. We have 7 candidates for U.S. Congress who are willing to carry the torch of new leadership to Washington, D.C. That's where we're going to begin to make the difference as we begin to see our nation become more energy self-sufficient, and it all starts right here in Alaska, in ANWR, beginning to extract what we know we can get. Thank you so much.